Good morning from Florida. It is October 9th, 2024. It is 11:44 a.m. and we are right at the beginning of Hurricane Milton. Milton Bradley.
We're on the East Coast, so we don't expect it to be too bad here, but we're going to show you our experience. This is probably the strongest hurricane that we've experienced in living in Florida. The last few that have come through haven't really done much to us in our area.
And currently the eye on the track is supposed to go right over our area. So we are going to experience something. So join us over the next few days of our experience of Hurricane Milton.
But for now, come on our dog walk. Yes, we are back where we started.
So as you saw in the last shot, because it's so humid, the lens is fogging up. So you gotta be careful of what's going on.
I would say about, 40% of our neighborhood has shutters up, maybe less, more?
I would say more.
Really?
Yeah, I would say about 50%.
3, 4, yeah, I guess so.
So you got shutter style number 1, which are these removable metal ones. Boarding style number 2, which is the wood. It's the wood. This is shutter style number 3, which is the accordion, and then it just closes. This is my favorite style, and very similar to what we have.
She loves it.
Oh no, the flooding has already begun. And Luna, our second French Bulldog, is for it. I'm actually pretty concerned about flooding in our neighborhood because in Florida it's been so rainy. Oh, got some wind. So it's been pretty rainy and the ground is already pretty saturated. So if we're getting like 5 to 12 inches of rain, there's definitely gonna be some flooding. Oh. She's really enjoying that mud.
I see a bath in her future.
Nasty. Nasty.
It's mostly water.
So this house already has damage. You can see that the gutter is hanging off the roof. So this is not hurricane damage, but I'll be curious what the hurricane does to this.
There's some good stuff in that grass.
She's like, yeah, that's the stuff. Now, according to the National Weather
Service?
Yeah, the National Weather Service, they told all of us to be ready, be in place by noon today. So that's why it's so empty. And we're forecasted to start feeling things around 3 p.m. today.
I will say I've never seen this many people like prepped in our neighborhood before, so people are definitely taking this seriously. I can't imagine what it would feel like to be on the West Coast. She's such a water dog. This is why she has a little swimming pool at our house. Okay, Luna, don't go too deep. What are you doing? She's swimming on land. She's like one of those fish that, the like mudslider fish. How far is she gonna go?
So Aubrey, how are you feeling about the storm? Do you think it's gonna be bad here?
I mean, I think we'll be fine. I think the biggest risk for us will be like random tornadoes, but like the winds aren't supposed to get higher than like 80, I think, sustained. See some storm clouds.
And we made it back to the house, but we haven't put the shutters up yet because we can do it from the inside.
We got roll downs.
And they're manual, so we don't have to worry about electricity. So this is our backyard. We have this big giant shed. There goes Luna. Got some really big trees, so hopefully nothing happens to them.
Trees on the power lines.
Oh yeah. Yeah, trees on the power lines. We don't have underground power lines, so probably gonna lose power.
I'm going to show you our porch preparations. So as you can see, we've got everything moved off the porch. We've got a bin here that I've put some bricks on. So hopefully that doesn't fly open and away. And we've moved everything in here. All of my special plants. And yeah, anything that could fly away. So typically on our porch back here, we don't get a lot of wind just because of where it is and how the house is shaped around it. So I don't know, should be fine. We're getting in some last exercise before we have to be cooped up. What are you doing? Your back itchy? Here's the other child. This is Metzo. Hi, Metzo. Okay, so we are now going to demonstrate how our roll down hurricane shutters work. You can see we have one down there already, but they live inside of this little box. And then there's a mechanism on the inside that you twist and it rolls them down. And a dog ran into my leg. Just like that. And now we're covered. Luna is confused. This is her first hurricane, really. Meadow!
There she comes, there she comes!
There she goes! Little cuties. Oh, somebody itchy. Look at that dirty belly. Oh, you are definitely getting a bath later.
The storm is starting. You can hear the thunder. It's starting to get a little breezy. It is approximately 2 o'clock. So it is about 6 o'clock. It stopped raining. There hasn't been crazy amount of things happening. We haven't lost power. Just some wind and a lot of rain, but it's been relatively quiet. A little south of us in Vero Beach, it is reported that there's been 70-mile-per-hour gusts, but there hasn't been really sustained wind yet. But it definitely feels later than 6 o'clock by how dark it is right now. All right, guys, it is a little after 11, and it's finally starting to get gusty. Good look over here. Got some gusty stuff happening. But I think we're starting to luck out because some dry parts got into the hurricane where we are, and the eye isn't going to be over us anymore, as far as I know at this point. But it might be a windy night. Trees over here are starting to rock real big. Getting a little gusty. It is Thursday, October 10th. And it's about 11 o'clock in the morning. We just went through the hurricane and we're without power. And we've been without power for about close to 12 hours. And I know for myself, I don't have great cell phone reception. So I can't even just like doom scroll or anything like that. Last night was really loud.
Yeah, a lot of wind.
And a lot of the transformers exploding and power going out, and clouds are still moving in and out right now. So the eye of the hurricane passed over the county around 5 a.m. So right now all we're feeling is the last feeder bands rolling through, and it's just a little bit windy. It didn't actually rain that much.
Yeah, we got caught in like a dry pocket on the southeastern side of the storm, so we stayed pretty dry.
We're gonna walk around the neighborhood, see what's going on. There's hums of all the generators being on, so we have no idea how long the power is gonna be out for. Yesterday we walked past this house, and I was wondering what the hurricane was gonna do to it, and as you can see, it ripped off the rest of it. There's holes.
Gutter.
Yeah, the gutter. And you can see that part of the roof right there is exposed. But at least they put their shutters up, so there was that. You can definitely see that there was debris on the road right here, and now people are putting broken limbs and everything by the end of their driveways. Looks like this house lost the top of their palm tree. This tree almost got uprooted. You can see it's almost coming out of the ground. As we were walking through the neighborhood, I noticed this sea grape tree was ripped in half last night. Doesn't look like it affected the fence, but that tree is
broken.
It's broken. We stood next to this tree yesterday when Luna was crawling through the puddle. It ripped it right out. The rubber tree right here.
Yeah.
If you look up,
It lost a big
also
limb.
snapped. Lost some big branches. I want to preface that the storm actually is not over yet. It won't be over until tonight. So right now we're out of the hurricane warning, but they've downgraded it to a tropical storm. So it's still pretty windy. Storms may still brew up. I think there was like 53 tornadoes in Florida yesterday. The West Coast had like the Tropicana field roof blow off. So I can't imagine being on the West Coast, what that was like. Well, here's what our backyard looks like. Got
Just a lot of limbs.
lot of limbs and branches.
I think we were very fortunate to be where we were.
Aubrey,
Yes.
you can definitely smell the generators.
Can you?
Yeah, like the gasoline.
Also, this is my very stylish pajamas and Crocs outfit that,
Ka-chow!
you know, I'm rocking because I'm tired. I can't make coffee.
Now Aubrey is being a little bougie because she has to get her coffee fix and there's no electricity.
Well, the bougie thing is that I only have whole bean coffee.
So she's going into her car to plug in a coffee grinder.
Because I have this. I plug it into my cigarette lighter, so I'm going to try and grind my coffee. next step in my coffee quest is to get that in a safe place to use it to boil some water. So we'll do that now. We're in business. I'm ready to boil my water. I have no idea how long it's gonna take. Seems pretty hot, so let's see. I've got it on the lowest setting. Here's the fun part. Finally. That's the bloom pour. Brian was not amused by my coffee journey because it took the water a billion years to boil because it's so windy. But it's worth it for me because I live on coffee. So we decided to venture out just to see where the power outages ended or began. These are my, I can't find my sunglasses. Very chic. It looks like Walmart was closed, Publix was open, Arby's and Wendy's are open. There were very long lines.
Is Waffle House open? That is the question.
Let's see if Waffle House is open. I think I see people in there. Yep, they are open. The Waffle House.
But it did close yesterday at 2. So, the storm was bad enough. Oh, look at that. Billboard's gone.
Oh, Billboard is gone.
It was bad enough for Waffle House to close. So, I mean, it's bad.
Also, it looks like a lot of the gas stations have power, but they still don't have gas. Most of them, the pumps are closed. It's about almost 4 o'clock now on Thursday. Life feels pretty normal, except for the power being out. But, like, there's a ton of people on the road. I'm surprised. Like, where are all these people going?
Trying to find food because they don't have power. Or they're doing what we're doing.
That's why we got a grill. We made some hot dogs. Looks relatively normal.
There's been a lot of debris, though, everywhere. And mainly, like, trees, not buildings.
Yeah, just tree limbs.
Oh, look, the BP sign's broken.
Oh, yeah.
Structural damage.
Now, something truly tragic that we've been seeing driving around is that every single porta potty that we've seen has been tumped over. Like this one. Poor porta potty.
Aubrey, I think that's your worst nightmare, is to be stuck in a porta potty when it fell over. Or to fly away. Yeah.
But we've seen like 5 or 6 that are all tumped over. Part of me wonders if they tumped them over intentionally.
I don't know.
Before the winds. What do you think? That one was clearly blown into the road, though.
Oh, there's another one.
Here's another one as we speak. It's because they're doing so much construction down here. Now, you may have noticed that we have a passenger in the back seat. It's Kermie! This is all of Brian's stuff that he was trying to rescue from school in case it flooded or the roof caved in or that sort of thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Still don't know, though.
Nope, haven't heard anything about the school. It's very far to the north of us, so...
Closer to where the eye hit.
Yeah.
It is Friday, October 11th. It's October 11th. It's about 11 a.m. We've been without power for about 36 hours. And so we have resorted to having to use our generator. So we're using the generator to make sure that the freezer and the fridge are taken care of. About half of our neighborhood has power, but we don't. And if you ever go through a hurricane, it's really important that you take showers and do laundry right before, so that if you're without power for that long, then you will stay clean longer. Some of our friends invited us over tonight. Hopefully we'll have power by then, but if not, I'll have to take a shower there. So the generator is really loud. We got this generator when we bought the house, and this is the first time ever using it, so it was an experience trying to figure it out. But we have it hooked up to the freezer in the garage, our fridge, which the fridge got up to 70 degrees inside, so it was really important that we use the generator. Good thing I bought gas. It is Saturday, October 12th. We're going on day number 4 in this vlog, and we still don't have power. And I think the thing that's the most frustrating is that most of the areas around where we live have power and are living normally. And even in our neighborhood, most of our neighborhood has power except for like 4 houses. Florida Power Electric has estimated that the county will return to full extent by the end of the week, like 1 week after the storm went through. So I hope to God that our electricity comes on before that, because we're starting to lose all of our perishables. It's starting to get warm. So we're gonna drive up to Cocoa Beach, which during the hurricane, a big tornado went through, to show a little bit more storm damage and see what else is happening in the county. So we were just driving on the highway. This motorcyclist had such a long beard that it was whipping him in the face. And he had to drive with his chin up to make sure that his beard was not covering his eyes while he was driving. I don't understand what the purpose of that type of facial hair is. Do you understand, Aubrey?
It's a personal choice.
It is the wrong choice.
Wow, okay. Your father has a beard.
Water on the sidewalk. So I'm sure this area got storm surge.
I think that this is the hospital up here on the left that they always evacuate for hurricanes.
I think you're right. This is like a Cocoa Beach hospital, right on the water.
Yeah, I think that it has a severe flood risk.
So Cocoa Beach went through the eye wall instead of us, and then also had tornadoes on top of it. So this is one of the sites that got hit by the tornado that whipped through Cocoa Beach area. And over here is the Wells Fargo that lost its roof.
Go on the other side.
Just completely mangled right there. Now, there's no word if any of the money got out. But that building is destroyed. And it's really interesting because there's not really... Those 2 buildings in this corner are the only buildings that I see that are like this. But I know there was some houses also that got destroyed too. Looks like we found where the tornado touched down. All the palm trees are stripped. Got debris all over the place. all your coffee's gone.
It is.
The water is pretty choppy.
Yeah, these waves are pretty big for our coast. They look more like normal Pacific waves. Probably like 8 to 10 feet.
So this concludes our semi-week or our journey.
It is a journey though.
Through Hurricane Milton, what it's like to be in Florida during a hurricane, and our thoughts go out to the West Coast as the entire state is still cleaning up after this, not just our county, but the entire state.
I think there's still about 1 to 2 million people without power, ourselves included. So we'll definitely have it by the 17th, supposedly. So hopefully we don't have to do 5 more days, but if we do,
that's the way that it has to be.
That's the way it is, yeah. We can't control it. So definitely could have been worse here. We're thankful that we didn't have any damage and it sort of skirted our area. But definitely thinking about the people that didn't fare as well, and still thinking about everybody in North Carolina too, from Helene.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.